Hello everyone, welcome to Gentle Yoga. My name is Amber Russo and I will be guiding you through the next 60 minutes of yoga. So coming to any comfortable position on your mat this morning. For today's class, a strap or a tie or a towel or a belt will work. I like to have a block handy or a cushion just in case we decide to use it, and also a blanket. So coming onto your mat, excuse me, and then let's just close our eyes and take a deep breath in and open our mouth and exhale. And then inhale again, big breath in through the nose, opening your mouth and exhaling. And as you begin to control your breath, start to come inward, really focusing just on the sound of your breath. Blocking out any external noises, any distractions. Breathing normally, not worried about holding your breath or counting your breath, just tuning into it. When you breathe, is your chest rising? Or are you using your belly for breath? Are you taking shallow breaths? How are you breathing right now? I'd like to invite you to set an intention for today's class. It can be a one-word intention, a mantra, a phrase that you can come back to anytime that your mind begins to wander. Let's bring our hands to the outside. Inhale, our arms up overhead, palms touching, and then gliding down to our heart center. Gently blinking our eyes open from here. And then let's take our fingers, interlace our fingers, bring them right up underneath your chin. And as we do this breathing exercise, I'm going to demonstrate it for you first. So you're going to take a big breath in through your nose, lifting your arms the whole time you're inhaling. And when you can't inhale anymore, tilting your head back, opening your mouth, and bringing those elbows in as you exhale and bringing the head back to neutral. So I'll demonstrate that one more time without talking so that you can see it. So inhale. And exhale. So whenever you're ready, let's begin. We're going to probably do 5 or 6 rounds of this. It is a deep breath exercise and will help build heat. And if you've ever done hot yoga or Bikram yoga, this is the breathing warm-up that they start with. Obviously, they do it in a standing position, but there's no reason we can't build the same amount of heat right here on the floor. So let's begin now. Inhale. Open your mouth. Elbows together. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. and exhale. Last time, inhale and exhale. And then dropping your hands down by your side, shaking your shoulders out, moving your neck around, and letting it go. Preparing for our second set, bringing our hands interlaced underneath our chin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Releasing your hands down by your side. Taking that right shoulder, bringing it up towards your ear, moving it towards the back of you. Just doing some easy, gentle shoulder rotations here. And then switch directions with that right arm. And then let that right arm relax. And do the same thing on the left, circling towards the back of the room to begin with. And then switching directions, going towards the front. And now both shoulders, bringing them up towards your ears and rotating them towards the back of the room. And then go forward. And then bring those arms down to relax. Taking a big inhale, inhale that left arm up overhead, using your right hand as a little kickstand. Just gently lean over to the right, maybe taking a peek up underneath your arm. If you can gaze at the ceiling, that's great. If not, you can just leave your head in a neutral position. And we're just going to hold here for a few breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, coming back through neutral, letting that left hand float towards the ground, right hand lifting towards the sky. Taking a big breath in here, exhale, and settling in. Taking a peek under your arm up towards the sky, only if it doesn't hurt your neck. And breathing here for a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, letting that right hand float to the ground. Left hand rises. And now we're going to do it on our breath. So inhale on the way up and exhale on the way down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times. Inhale and exhaling. Last time. Inhale and exhale. And inhale back to neutral, allowing your hands to float straight to the ground. We're going to move into our neck here a little bit. So taking our chin to our chest And then sweeping our chin over to the right. And then coming back to neutral, sweeping it to the left. Going with your own pace, your own breath. You don't have to keep up with me. Doing what feels good for your body. And the next time that you have your chin to your chest, inhale, bring both hands up overhead, interlace those fingers, and gently place them on the back of your skull. Without jerking or creating a lot of tension, the back of your neck. Just let your hands be heavy. Inhale, releasing those hands back down. And if it feels good and you have the mobility in your neck, doing some full rotations all the way to the back, to the side, and back to the front. Full neck rotations. And then switch directions. I don't know about you guys, but I hear a lot of crinkling in my neck. It's almost like somebody has a sheet of tinfoil and they're just like crinkling it up. And then finding your way back into a neutral position with your head. Taking that right ear to that right shoulder. Walking those left fingers out. Inhale, right hand up, and placing it gently on your head for a nice side neck stretch here. And breathing here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing that right hand back to the ground, walking those left fingers in, and then bringing your head back to neutral. And taking our left ear to the left shoulder, walking those right fingers out just a smidge, and then inhale, left hand up, resting it gently on your head. And just taking a breath here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing that left hand back to the ground and bringing our head back to a neutral position. So if you've been sitting on a blanket or block, let's go ahead and move that out of the way and bring ourselves all the way to the ground. And let's begin on our backs here. So first, let's just begin by bringing our knees into our chest, placing our hands on our knees, and then just maybe rolling from side to side or doing some circles here, rotating in any direction that feels good for you. Just beginning to warm up the spine, warm up the body. Rolling over from side to side, hip to hip. And then switching directions, going in the opposite direction. And then bringing our feet to the floor, lifting that right leg up and clasping behind the knee. You can keep this left foot bent and on the floor and just begin to move this knee up and down, building some heat throughout the leg and in the knee. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can do whatever feels right for your body. You should begin to start feeling some heat building in the leg. I know that I am. And then just do this for just a few more seconds here, really building up that heat. And then take that leg, point it straight up to the sky, and begin to point and flex those toes. And then do some ankle rolls, going in any direction that feels natural for you. And then switch directions. Bringing that knee into your chest and placing your hands right below your knee. Give yourselves a nice little squeeze, bringing that knee into the chest. And then let's go ahead and drop that right knee open and do some hip rolls here. Working into our hip, rolling over onto that left side, getting a full, nice, big rotation of that right hip. And then let's switch directions. And then bringing that right foot back to the ground, go ahead and stretch both feet out straight in front. And just take a moment here to notice the difference between your right and left side. Notice how your body feels now than it did when we first began. And then inhale, bringing both feet back to the floor. Inhale this left leg up, clasping behind your knee. Just begin to pump that leg up and down, up and down. Moving fast or slow, whatever feels right for you. Maybe moving a little bit quicker here, really building that heat. Just a few more seconds. And then take that left leg, stretch it up towards the sky, and point and flex. Point and flex. Then do some ankle rotations. And then switch direction. And drop that left knee into your chest, bringing it in close for a nice hug. And then allowing it to fall open and begin some hip rolls on this side, hip circles over here. And then let's switch directions. And then bringing that left foot back down to the floor and walking both feet out straight in front, taking a moment here to breathe and notice how your body feels on the left side. Let's all take a big breath in, open our mouth, and exhale. Inhaling both knees into your chest. Then allowing both knees to drop over towards the right. You can extend your arms in a T-shaped position if that feels good. And then inhale, allow that left leg to float through center. Bottom knee follows, dropping both knees over to the left. Inhale, moving both feet. Legs back over to the right. Inhale, top leg leads, bottom leg follows. Inhale, moving back towards the right. And then Inhale, moving over towards the left. Inhale, coming back to neutral, wrapping both arms around your legs, either the outside or underneath, whatever feels better for you. Keeping your head on the floor, pressing that lower back into the ground. And we're going to be here for a few moments, so settle in. Breathing here, continuing to bring that belly button into your spine, pressing that lower back into the ground, into the mat. Taking a deep breath here. Inhaling, opening our mouth, and exhaling. Coming back to whatever mantra you may have set for today's class. Allowing whatever thoughts that you have to gently pop into your mind, acknowledge them, and then allow them to float away as you refocus on your breath and your body. Being here in this moment right here, these 2 minutes that we're holding this posture that you'll never get back. So be present for it. Not worried about whatever posture is coming next or whatever posture we just finished. Just enjoying this moment, the way your back is pressed into the mat, the traction, the gentle traction that you're allowing your body to feel, the pressure of your mat, the floor, pressing into your lower back. And then inhale, allowing both those legs to float up towards the sky. And then we're going to do a little ab work here. And you can keep your hands down below. If you have lower back issues and you feel like your back is going to be lifting off the floor as we move, like if your back is going to be arching like this, a couple things you can do. You can place your hands kind of like in a diamond shape and place them underneath your sacrum there, or you can even come up onto your elbows. So whatever works best for you. But if you can keep your lower back flat on the ground, then do that. Make sure that you engage your core, maybe bring that belly button to the spine, and then letting that right leg come down, and then switching legs. And you can have a nice soft bend in your knees. You don't have to keep them stick straight. And I have my hands tucked underneath my low back because I find that it adds support, and I do have lower back issues. So while I like to strengthen my core, I also like to be very, very careful of my back. So just moving with your own breath, doing the scissor kick here. And we only have 25 more seconds of doing this. So you can do anything for 25 seconds. So just moving with your own breath. You can go a little faster if you feel like it. You can go a little slower. That's going to be up to you. And then bringing both feet up towards the sky, allowing your knees to drop to your chest, bringing them in, pressing that spine into the floor, and then just moving from side to side. Bringing our hands right underneath our knees. Begin to just do some gentle rocking here. spinal massage. And then see if you can rock your way all the way up to a seated position. And if this is painful and you can't do it because it hurts your spine, then don't. Just come to a seated position any way that you can get there. Awesome. So, bringing our hands behind us, using them for kickstands, feet on the floor, knees bent. Let's just allow our knees to fall over to the left, working into a hip stretch here. And we're going to hold this hip stretch for a moment. And breathing here. And you can close your eyes and just enjoy the stretch. Enjoy the feel of getting the stretch through the front part of your leg and through the side. Coming back to your breath and any intentions that you've set for today's class. And then inhale, switching sides, allowing that left knee to come to the ground, getting a nice deep stretch on that side. And inhale, coming back through center. And then exhale, allow that right leg to fall or to come to the ground. Inhale. Switching sides. Inhale and exhale, moving with your breath side to side. And then finding your way into a neutral seated position. If you want to sit on a blanket, I encourage you to do so. And we're just going to bring the soles of our feet together for a little butterfly here. And without going too deep, just where you naturally stop, just begin to flutter your knees, just a smidge. Working into our groin and our hips still. Just allow your legs to flutter like a butterfly wing. And then maybe walking in a little bit, your bottom closer to your knee, to your, what are those things called? Your heels. And then walking your butt back out. And then walking your bottom back towards your heels. Taking a big breath here. And exhaling. And then walking those buttocks back out. And then finding your perfect spot for your butterfly and closing your eyes and settling in. You can take a blanket or a block or a bolster, and you can rest it on each side of your hip if that feels good to you so that you don't overextend through there. Trying to have a nice straight spine with a neutral neck, taking your shoulders, bringing them up towards your ears and then rolling them down your spine. And then just breathing here. Just a few more breaths. We're about halfway through our hold. Allowing your knees to be heavy. Just 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Open your mouth. And exhale. Inhale. Open your mouth. And exhale. And then very gently bring your knees back upright, feet on the floor, extending them just a little bit, leaning back into your hands and moving from side to side. Extending that left leg straight out in front, taking that right leg, bringing it up and over, and you can stay right here for your spinal twist. We're going to take this left hand, sweep it behind us, and then bring it all the way around, wrapping it around our right leg. Right hand sweeps behind us right here as we get a nice, gentle lower back twist. And then you can even take your gaze over that right shoulder, keeping your eyes open, and then moving your eyes as far as you can behind the room, behind you, for a nice eye stretch here. We're about halfway through our hold. Just 30 more seconds. Take a big inhale and unwind, unbind. Coming back to neutral, letting that right leg go fall out in front, and then windshield wiper those legs. Extending that right foot out in front, taking that left leg over. Taking our right hand, bringing it behind us, and then sweeping it around, clasping, wrapping it around that left leg. Inhaling our left arm up, and then exhaling, sweeping it around, using it for a kickstand. Taking our gaze, only if it feels good, to the back of us, and allowing our eyes to move as far back as you can. Keeping that left shoulder from creeping up towards your ear. Keep trying to pull that shoulder away from your ear. Just about 30 more seconds here. carefully unwinding, unbinding, bringing those hands behind you and allowing your legs to come back to the floor, and then just windshield wipering those legs, finding some release. Extending that left foot straight out in front, bringing that right foot, your right sole of your foot to just the inside of your knee, not on your knee. If you need to go below your knee, that's fine, but try and get it above your knee. Just don't put any pressure on your knee. You can have this like straight, or you can move it out to the side a little bit, whichever is more comfortable for you. There's different variations of this one. Some people really like the straight out in front. I prefer to have my leg angled a little bit. So reaching down, moving any booty out of the way so that your sit bones are nice and grounded. Let's take a big breath. Inhale, our arms up overhead. Exhale to the right, arms down. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale to the right. And then this time, inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, extending over that left leg for a forward fold. You don't have to come all the way down. You can stay right here. Flex those toes in order to protect your knees. You can have a soft knee here. And we don't have to come all the way to the floor. There's no knee to nose unless you can get there. And just settle into this stretch here. Feeling it in the back of your hamstring, your left hamstring. And then I also always get a nice stretch down the opposite side of my back. So trying to keep a neutral neck here, not letting your head just dangle. Try and keep a nice neutral neck here. If you have your eyes open, you can have a drishti, which is a focal point, usually at the top of your toes or just about 4 feet out in front. And closing your eyes and tuning into your breath. Just about 30 more seconds here. Bringing our hands to the floor and then gently walking ourselves up to neutral and switching back. Moving on to the other side, bringing that right foot straight out in front and your left foot coming in to your inner thigh or below, but not on your knee. Reaching down, moving some loving out of the way. Inhale, arms up overhead, and exhale towards the left. Inhale, arms up, and exhale to the right. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the right. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left. And then inhale, arms up. And then reaching over that right leg. Flexing that foot. Having a soft knee, take a big inhale and exhale and settling in here. Rolling those shoulders down your spine, noticing the stretch in the back of the leg and on the left side. Nice neutral spine. Neutral head, and breathing here. And closing your eyes if you want, if that feels good, or allowing your gaze to soften and focusing on a drishti. And we're about halfway through. And just about 30 more seconds here. And then bring our hands to the floor and gently walking ourselves back up. Making our way all the way down to our backs now. And then inhaling, bring both those knees into your chest. Press that lower back into the floor and gently rock from side to side. Just allowing a short spinal release here. And then dropping that left leg to the ground. Taking this right foot, placing that right ankle over your left knee. Allow that right knee to be heavy. And you can stay right here, or you can lift this left leg up off the ground, wrapping your hands around your shin, under your knee, or placing a block underneath your foot for a reclined pigeon. And just a few more breaths here. And releasing that left leg back down to the ground. And gently removing that right foot, placing the sole of your right foot to the ground. And then allowing your knees to swing from side to side, just for a few breaths. And then lifting this left leg up, placing your left ankle over your right knee. Inhaling, lifting that right knee up, grabbing over your shin, below your knee, or placing that foot on a block. Just a few more breaths here. Taking a big inhale, opening your mouth, and exhaling, and allowing that right leg to gently come back to the earth, bringing that left leg down, and then just gently allowing your hips to move from side to side. And then bring both knees into your chest and allow your feet to float straight up towards the sky for a waterfall here. Allowing our legs to be above our head or above our heart. Just for a few moments. If you want, you can even lift your arms up. It also feels good. Or you can still leave your arms down the ground. That's completely up to you, whatever feels good. Just about 20 more seconds like this. And then allow both knees to drop into your chest. Then allow both knees to fall over to the right. Arms opening up into a T-shaped position and taking your gaze over to the left only if your neck allows for it today. Inhale, top leg floats through center, bottom leg follows, allowing both knees to drop over to the left, taking your gaze to the right. Inhale, top leg floats through center, bottom leg follows, allowing both legs to fall straight out in front, hands down by your side, and making preparations for our final Shavasana. So, tucking a bolster or a pillow underneath your knees, or a pillow underneath your head, covering up with a blanket if that feels good. Doing whatever it is that you need to do in order to be completely and totally comfortable for our final Shavasana. Allow your body to relax and to let go. Scan your body for areas of tension and just allow the area to move, to shake out, whatever it is you need to do to let go. Feel your head gently rolling from side to side to release any tension in your neck. Letting it come back to center, releasing and relaxing. Relax your feet, your ankles, your calves, knees, and thighs. Let go. Feel your legs releasing heavy against the floor. Softness flows through your hip joints. Just allow your hip sockets to release and relax. Soft belly dropping into the pelvic bowl. Soft buttocks releasing into the floor. Feel your entire pelvis sinking, heavy into the floor, soft and relaxed. Softness flows through your ribcage and chest, exhaling all tension, releasing and letting go. Let that softness flow into your back. Feel your back muscles relaxing. Soften into your lower back, softening into the mid-back, upper back. Just let it go. Release all tension from your back and feel your entire back soft and heavy against the floor. Bring your awareness into your shoulders and feel that softness flow down your arms like liquid light, pulling in the palms of your hands. Allow your fingers and hands to soften and relax. Softness flows through your wrists and forearms, elbows and upper arms. Feel your arms grow heavy with relaxation and let them go. Soft, soft shoulders, releasing tension, relaxing totally. Feel the big muscles at the top of your shoulders release and relax. Breathe that softness into your neck, deep into the center of your throat, jaws releasing, tongue rests gently on the floor of your mouth. Cheeks sliding down the sides of your face towards your ears, eyes sinking softly into their sockets. Even the space between the eyebrows grows wider as muscles release. All lines of tension in your forehead dissolve. Even your scalp is relaxing, softening. Mental tensions flow with each outgoing breath. Feel the heaviness of your head. Let it go. Feel the heaviness of your entire body. Soft, relaxed, heavy. Allow your body to sink deeper and deeper into that softness, that heaviness. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I am soft, open, and relaxed. In this opening, I allow all healing to take place. I receive the healing energy of prana. Without changing a thing, just begin to deepen your breath. Noticing the cool inhales and the warm exhales. And then gently begin to invite life back into your body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe bringing your arms overhead in a full body stretch. And then rolling over to your favorite side and cradling your head and the crook of your elbow. It's enough to offer love, no matter how imperfectly received or given. It's enough to try and fail at a difficult task. Enough to fall and rise, stumble, fall again, sigh, and start to walk, however slowly, in the direction the soul points. It's enough to seek peace and find pain, to gain nothing but a vision of truth and take a long route home. It's enough to feel temptation, the dance of the senses, the hot pull of desire, enough to call on God, walk through fire, sleep and cry, and fear or welcome dying. It's enough to be and breathe, to feel the touch of wind on skin. It's enough to take the day as it comes, to watch the ripples on the lake as the rock sinks to the bottom, to see the wild reflection of the surface calm into a mirror once again. It's enough to hear the voice of fear and hide, or seek it out and face the shame or shadows. It's enough to set out to tame demons and watch them multiply instead. It's enough to be buffeted by the winds of change and not blown over. I and you and all of us, more than enough. Whenever you're ready, gently pressing yourself up into a comfortable seated position, allowing your eyes to remain closed. Inhale, arms up overhead, sliding them down to heart center. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this beautiful journey of yoga. The love and light in me recognizes and sees the love and light that shines so beautifully in you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you have a beautiful day.